Okay, wonderful. Okay, welcome, beautiful beings, to this month's self-love free community healing. So, to begin this practice, we're going to start with a little centering just to ground in our bodies and connect in. So, whenever you're ready, just soften your gaze, close your eyes, relax your body, and I'm going to do the same. And then notice where you're gripping. So if you want to roll your shoulders back and down, or maybe wiggle your jaw side to side, just go ahead and create a little more physical relaxation in your body. And then with your eyes softened or closed, just take a deep breath in through your nose, breathing into your belly. And open your mouth side out. Take another deep breath in and release it whenever you're ready. And one more time, breathing in and letting go. And then just feel yourself dropping into your heart as you invite in relaxation. So just begin releasing tension and tightness. So softening your forehead muscles, relaxing your shoulders, your neck. Just let your arms and legs become a little heavier as you invite in this physical relaxation. And with each exhalation, just feel yourself letting go. And just invite your whole body to soften. So, the more relaxed we are, the more willing we are to receive healing. Beautiful. And then from this relaxed state, I just want you to imagine that there is a beautiful line of energy that goes through your spine, and it's going to root down and connect you to the earth below and connect you to higher power above. So, as a human being, the human is of the earth, and then being is of divine. And just feel how you're connected to both. So, with your awareness on your heart center, I want you to feel the earth energy that you're safe, that you're supported, that you're grounded. So, really feel the stability and the structure. So, especially if it's been stressful, chaotic, just feel that groundedness. And then connect in with divine. So really feel that you are one with all that is. So really feel the miracles, the magic, the expansiveness, the knowing, the clarity, and just feel how you're connected to that possibility. And then from this really sacred space where you're connected to the earth and divine, set your intention silently. So just stating, what do you want to let go of? What do you want to create in your life? And what do you want clarity on? And just feel like you're a magnet and you awaken within you and attract towards you everything you need to create or let go of anything in your life. Thank you. It is done. It is done. It is done. So, creator, this community and I are one. We work together as a team. I asked to be a clear and neutral channel on their behalf, and so it is. So, I'm going to go ahead for a moment. I'm going to get quiet. I'm just going to connect in and I'm just going to see what's coming through. And then we're going to go into starting to heal and the messages from there. So, just relaxing your body. I'm just going to get quiet for a second and see what's going on with this group around self love. I hardly had to close my eyes. So there is so much. This is what I couldn't believe when I was channeling. The amount of fear, panic, and anxiety around self-love. It was I didn't expect it. There is such an intensity, something that from the outside in you would think would be so like nurturing, loving, soft, was so harsh, rigid, fear, panic, stress. So that's really what we're going to start with. So let me just get quiet and look at that. Hold on one second. Okay. Where they want to start is when it comes to self love, this group, this community has been really hurt. There are deep, deep wounds where you opened up to love and there was very deep rejection. And this is coming from those closest to you. So this could be family members, friends, significant others. And since we're all sensitives and we're all intuitives in this room, what happens with that is it's not just like, oh, a little rejection, get over it. It is like, destructive rejection where it feels like you're dying and you never want to feel that kind of hurt and pain again. So the survival program that this group created is that I'm always going to hurt myself a little bit. That way, when someone else doesn't, it doesn't catch me off guard. So it's kind of like that. I'm constantly going to pick the scab so that wound never quite heals, right? It's that energy where I've always just got to do a little bit of that. And so that's what's holding this group. Now, what's happening this year is it's you're being called. Your soul is being called into a higher level of self-love. And that old survival program is not going to work anymore. So that's what's really changing and that's what's really shifting this year. So let me get quiet and see with these wounds, these rejection wounds, where we're going to start with our healing. So hold on one second. Okay. What I'm hearing to say is we have to start with the deep hurt. So I want everyone to just rest your awareness on your heart center. You can even bring your hand to your heart. That can be really nourishing. You can bring one hand to your heart. You can bring one hand to your belly or even your pelvis to tap more into that second chakra. And then resting with your hands here. We're just going to start by bringing in beautiful, unconditional love. So just imagine it's almost like you can step back as an outsider observing, like a witness, and just seeing your soul, your essence, and just seeing any holes, rips, cracks, tears, any of these gushing or bleeding wounds. I just want you to notice you're totally safe. And we're just going to bring in divine healing. So, the highest vibration there is unconditional love. And you're just going to start by bringing that in, healing all of these spaces that have been hurt. So, and what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to witness this divine healing. So, what exactly are we healing? We're healing rejection. We're healing the fear of rejection. We're healing the fear of being hurt again. So, there is such a deep fear around opening up to love. There is this feeling that you're going to get burned, that people are going to judge, reject, or criticize you. So let's just go ahead and bring in a healing for that. And let's release all of those limiting beliefs. So taking a deep breath in, clearing out those limitations, and then just feel like the warmest, most loving energy you can imagine, just nestling you and holding you in this beautiful energy. It's an energy of safety. It's an energy of support. Okay, so what they're saying is that your soul needs more, your heart needs more. So we're just going to start there with bringing in this love. And then what they're saying is throughout the healing, we're going to be doing it in a deeper and deeper level. So this is just that initial held space for your heart here. And then now we're going to go into these different aspects. So where do you want me to start? Let's start with self-care. Okay, so the first one we're going to start with is self-care. So, self-care is just your ability to take care of you, your ability to express what you want, what you need, and what you desire, and your ability to act on that. Self-care is self-love. So, when I tapped into, well, what are the blocks? What I thought was so interesting is guess what the block for this group was? It was self-care is harmful to others. That's like, whoa, no wonder why no one can take care of themselves. So when I asked, like, why would it be harmful to others? What this group is holding is feeling of selfishness, a feeling of guilt, and a feeling like that's not my job. My job is not to care for me. My job is to care for my friends, to caretake for my family, to caretake for my kids, aging parents. You are absolutely on the bottom of the priorities list. And this happens often for women, and especially empathic, nurturing, sensitive women. This happens all the time. So, the first thing that we're going to heal is any past life or ancestral energy that this group is holding. There's this collective belief that women must serve and be subservient, that we are just here and meant to take care of everyone else and put ourselves last. That if you put yourself first, you're actually being selfish, you're being evil, you're being bad, you're harming the people around you by doing that. It's like the worst judgment you can put on yourself. It's like, if I take care of me, I'm a terrible person. That's what's running in your subconscious. Consciously, you know that's not true, but subconsciously, it's driving you to put yourself last. So let's go ahead and heal that. So when I say let's heal that, what's happening? I'm literally watching divine energy come into the group, and it is clearing it out on a cellular level. So you might feel temperature changes, goosebumps. Like I just got goosebumps. It comes in on a cellular level and it completely reprograms on every cell of your body, every level of your being, so every level of consciousness, and then every area of your life. It's like a ripple effect. It just cleanses and clears the whole thing. So thank you. It is done, is done, is done. Show me. I'm just going to witness that happening. And you can always take a cleansing breath just to help that shift and move. Yeah. Let's also release good mom syndrome. So there's this energy of you have to be a martyr and you have to suffer in order to prove you're a good mom. And it doesn't matter if you don't have kids. I mean, I don't have children, I have stepchildren, but like I see this where I try to caretake for my siblings and my friends, and like we do it with everyone. So let's just go ahead and release this limiting belief that the only way to be a good mom is to be exhausted, depleted, dragging, burnt out. Let's just go ahead and release that. And then let's bring in the highest definition, truth, and understanding of what self care really is, of what it feels like, of what it looks like, of what it sounds like. So, what they're saying is, in its highest truth, that means not my perspective, I'm connecting to source. What source is saying is highest truth is that self care is self love, but self care is non harm. You can't harm someone else when you're taking care of yourself. It doesn't work that way, because the better we feel, the better everyone else around us feels. And this was the coolest download that came through. Self care, if women especially, if we commit to doing this, here's what's going to happen: there will be world peace. Because when we're burnt out, depleted, and destroyed, and exhausted and sick and all these things, we're in a very negative, low vibration. We don't have the ripple effect to create change. When we're vibrant, when we're healthy, when we're happy, when we're supported, when we're taking care of ourselves, there is a massive ripple effect. And then everyone around us start to feel that energy and it starts to change them. Just like it's resonance, right? Just like a singing bowl, right? Or tuning forks. When you're the biggest tuning fork, everyone will start to tune to your vibration. So not only is self-care not self-harm, self-care is actually going to be one of the most powerful things you can do to change yourself, your family, your environment, and the world. So with the political climate, regardless of what you believe, there's so much intensity right now and helplessness. If you can ground this in to make sure that you're not causing harm to yourself, if you can take really good care of yourself, you're going to see that the space you start to hold will liberate others to create the same space. Now, this is not an obligation. This is not a martyr where I have to do that. No, it's not like that. But it's just giving you this different perspective that when you feel better, other people actually feel better too. It feels amazing to be around someone who's rested and healthy and vibrant and fun and positive. Like these things feel good. So, tapping in again to this highest expression of self care, let's bring in some supports. Let's bring in that it's safe to take care of yourself. Let's release the fear that if you take care of yourself, the people around you are going to feel rejected, abandoned. Let's also release the fear that if you step back from the level of care you give to others, that they're going to reject you. Like they're going to be like, that their love is transactional and that they're only going to love you if you do stuff for them. Let's release that, because what I'm hearing to say is that's not true. These people in your life love you for you, and it's your perception that they're loving you for what you do. So thank you. Is done, is done, is done. Show me. Let's bring in more relaxation around self-care. Let's bring in assertiveness so you can express what you want and need, and you can act upon it without guilt and without selfishness. Okay, anything else we need to do around self-care? Okay, I love the humor of Source. So the last thing around self-care that Source said is just like try it, and it's almost like a dare. Source is like, I dare them. Like, just try it and see what happens. You're going to be amazed. So, everyone committing to just one thing that you're going to do tomorrow to just create a little bit of self-care. So, what would help you feel better? What is something you want or desire? And then just taking one little action step, leaning into it and seeing how safe you are and seeing how no one calls you selfish, no one breaks up with you, that everything's okay. All right, so let's go back in and see what we're doing next. Okay, do you want me to go there? Do you want me to go there? No. Okay, where do you want me to go then? Should I go into the past life stuff? Yeah. Okay. I'm going to go here because we might circle back to that other thing next time. Okay. So when I asked what is self-love, the most interesting one for me that came up was this your center. And so, center is what I use to define that sacred space inside of you, the divine essence of your being. So, some people call it Holy Spirit. You can call it your truest self, higher self, whatever that is for you. But I'm talking about that part of you that transcends everything. It's that permanent essence of our being. You can call it your soul. And what I'm hearing to say, and this was really cool, there were all these past life experience that came up around this. And it was that women in this community, it was that we cannot trust and connect. We're blocked from connecting to that truest essence. And when I asked why, the first thing that came up is there was a fear of trusting and a fear of connecting to that divine essence because you're holding trauma from being hurt in the name of divine in the past. Okay. So the past life experience that came up was women were abused. So what this is basically saying is in a past life experience, this community of women has experienced abuse by spiritual leaders in the name of higher power. So like their actions, what they were saying is that they were doing this in the name of higher power. And so the result of that trauma was not fully wanting to open up in that faith and that trust because of fear of that trauma happening again. So let's just go ahead and release and resolve the shock, pain, and trauma that this community is holding around being abused. I'm going to say a couple of different words: being abused by God, being abused by divine, or being abused in the name of God or divine. Let's go ahead, release, and resolve it. So resolving it marks that lifetime done and complete, marks that survival program and the need to live that way done and complete. So that's huge. And I'm okay. Yeah, even our group is commenting on that is a huge abuse wound that we need to release. So let's release and resolve it. Thank you. Is done, is done, is done. Show me. So feel free to take a big breath here and let that go. And then what I'm hearing to say, God is non-harm, higher power is non-harm, divine is non-harm. So anything that's saying it's in the name of that's causing harm is not actually connecting to essence, because that's not true, because that's not what that vibration is. There is no good, bad, harm. That doesn't exist there. It's just that unconditional love energy that transcends all of that. Okay, so the next one, yeah, that's really deep. Okay. The next thing that I thought was really interesting, which past life one do you want me to do? Should I do that one? Yeah, let's go there. Okay. The next thing is, which I thought was so interesting, was this fear of power. So when I said, okay, self-love means you show up and shine, right? It's like I love me, and the more we love me, like the stronger our lights shine. And I can see this for myself 100%. I like glow, right? Like I'm so different than I was 10 years ago. And it's because the more I pour into this relationship with myself, the stronger my center gets, the more vibrant that I get. What came up for this community, and I feel this with myself right now. If you read my newsletter, this is what I'm going through right now, was this idea that it's the power that, like, if I start really taking care of myself, I'm going to unleash the power. Well, that sounds amazing, right? To be strong. Here's the connotation with the group, though. We're holding collective trauma around power. So women in this community, their experience with power is a fear of it because power is harmful and it hurts themselves and others. So let's go ahead and just release all the shock, pain, and trauma that this community is holding around power, the energy power, the word power. A lot of male power is coming through, and where that power hurt or harmed you or women as a collective, let's just release and resolve that. So take a deep breath in. And we're letting that go, releasing it from every cell of your body, every level of your being, every area of your life. Thank you. It's done, it's done, it's done. Show me. Okay, so what do we need to do about this? What they're saying is we have to bring in the true definition of power because power is not harming for others. So, what the fear is, let's go ahead and release this fear that if you're powerful, if you unleash yourself, if you start, you're already all powerhouses, but if you start pouring in the love and you stop the self-rejection and you stop the all of the anxiety and the stress that you're putting on yourself and the expectation, if you were to let that go and start to fuel the appreciation for yourself, the things you do well, and you were to start to really celebrate you, celebrate your successes, celebrate the amazing obstacles you've overcome. The fear is that the trade off is power means I'm going to lose my compassion. Power means I'm going to lose my empathy. Power means I'm going to stop helping people and start harming people. So let's just release this collective definition of power that you're holding, that power is negative, evil, wrong, bad, and harmful for yourself and others. Let's just go ahead and release that. Yeah, this is so strong in the collective right now, especially with like masculine energy right now in our collective. So we're just going to release that negative expression of power. Let's go ahead and then download the highest definition. So when I say let's download the highest definition of power, what I'm saying is this is not my definition. This is not something I looked up on Google. This is a directly plugging your consciousness into divine and saying, here is the truth. It literally is truth. It's like, this is what it actually is. You might, when we plug you in, it might be a thought, a sensation, a feeling, a word, a color, an image. So just open up to that being plugged in and see what you receive. So go ahead. I'm just going to download the highest definition, perspective, and understanding of power and what that is. And then if you want that plug-in, just go ahead out loud and just say yes. You don't need to unmute yourself, but just say yes to reaffirm to your subconscious, I want to connect to source in that way and receive that download. So I'm just going to watch that for the group. Okay, so what I'm hearing to say is what is power? Power is energy amplified. Okay. So this is so funny because this is what I just had this download this morning with a client about money. Money is just your energy amplified. Power is the same thing. It doesn't make you bad, evil, or wrong. It doesn't do anything to you. It just takes whatever you are and it amplifies it. So guess what? If you're kind, power is just going to amplify your kindness. If you're compassionate, being in your power is just going to amplify your compassion. And the reality is, if you can start to supercharge your gifts, that's how we're going to change the world. When we supercharge our fears, that's when we stay in the same conditioned world that we live in. When we supercharge our gifts, when we fuel that, that's when we start living in a different reality. And I can give you the strongest testimonial of this in my own life. I truly live in a different reality than I ever have. It's incredible. So let's go ahead and bring this in then. Let's download what it feels like and how to be in your power. I'm literally hearing the words like unleash yourself. Like this is like a phoenix from the ashes, a kundalini rising, like just the chains breaking, whatever image comes to you. I just want to like open my arms and my heart and just feeling this massive breakthrough, breaking free energy that's happening. So, and I wrote this download earlier that I want to read. So Self-love is your superpower because it gives you energy. It fuels your dreams and your goals. It makes you powerful and strong. It makes you healthy and happy. Self-love gives you energy. It creates a ripple effect, and it literally transforms the world into a vibration of peace. Like, if you want to be part of that movement and that energy, again, I want you to say yes just to claim it. And then I'm going to watch this healing take place. Thank you. It is done, is done, is done. Show me. So I want you to bring your awareness down to your root. So that tip of your tailbone, your base, your perineum. And I just want you to imagine this beautiful ball of light here. And then imagine this ball of light extending down past your root, going into the earth, a line of energy plugging into the earth. Send this line of energy deeper and deeper until you connect, you plug into Earth's core. So you have direct access. And then feel that you're drawing Earth's energy. It's flowing effortlessly into you and it's filling your root. And then feel this earth energy moving up your body, and then feel it filling your sacrum in your pelvis, and then feel this earth energy moving up your body and feel it fueling your solar plexus. Feel it gaining momentum, gaining power. Feel this energy moving up to your heart center. Feel it just really softening your heart. Feel it bringing that deep, powerful healing to your heart that we started in the beginning. Feel this energy moving up to your throat. Feel the expression. Feel your voice. Feel how this power unlocks expression. Like literally feel the vocal cords, like your whole throat just opens up. And then feel this energy moving up to your third eye and just feel it's like perception. You're seeing truth for the first time. You're seeing yourself through the eyes of divine. You actually have, it's like you look in the mirror and you actually see yourself truthfully for the first time. Feel that power. You see through all the lies, all the illusions, and then going all the way up to your crown. Okay. Now, from your crown, feel this connection to divine, and then extend this line of energy out of your crown. Move that line of energy all the way up and plug into source energy. And then when you plug into source, now I want you to feel source energy coming down through your crown, the power of source. We have the power of the earth that opened everything up. Now bring in the power of source, bring in the possibility, the miracles, the magic, the transformation. You have the earth energy, you have the power of safety, support, stability, structure. Now bring in this infinite expansion, this clarity, this wisdom, this authenticity. Feel this expression coming down from your crown, filling your third eye. Now you have manifestation, you have expansion, filling your throat, you have creativity, you have possibility, filling your heart. You have so much love for yourself and others. Just feel that radiant, divine, unconditional love. It just immediately cleanses and clears any residual your heart's holding. And then move down to your solar plexus. This is where we take action. Just feel that purifying of your action. It's aligned. It reflects who you are and what you want. So this is really clearing away all of this like lack of prioritization, doing things you don't really want to do. It's just clearing that. Move down to your move down to your sacral area. This is desire. I want you to feel what happens when earth energy, this is your womb space. Feel when earth energy and divine energy touch your second chakra, touch your desire. Feel the feelings, desires, I want, and just feel that unlocking in you, like this awakening to that I have wants, needs, and desires, and feel the suppression and the repression just dissipating. And it's like bursting forth, like I want, and it's okay to have that. Like feel that. And then bring this divine energy down to your root and really feel this foundation of safety from divine and from the earth. I am so held. And then just taking a deep breath in, exhale, and then feel the integration of everything at your heart center. So we're just going to integrate the entire session today. So thank you for this healing. Thank you for these radiant gifts of love. Is there anything else I need to do to close the healing? Yeah, like they're just okay, so what do I need to tell them about that? They're like, "This is real." They're like, they don't really think they can show up for 30 minutes and then like change the trajectory of their life. You can, you just did. So just bringing your hand to your heart, just bring that complete gratitude for just this unbelievable breakthrough. Like you truly unlocked and unleashed yourself today. So feel that. And then just bring in that groundedness, right? Because we do have to come back, open our eyes, interact in our lives, right? So bring in this really great support. So what I'm seeing is a massive expansion. And now we're just going to contract. So you started here, you went to here. And so now we're just going to find this beautiful, comfortable space that we can be in where it's a stretch, but it's not breaking us. So go ahead, everyone, just kind of go from here and then just bring yourself into this really buoyant space where you definitely expanded from where you started. But like this is where we can really operate and function. If we walk around out here, this is where you're going to be devastated and then the doors are going to slam shut because you're going to go from this huge high, one thing's going to happen and it's just going to break you. So I want you to be in this really stable, malleable space. Okay, so thank you for this healing. Thank you for these amazing gifts of love. It is done. It is done. It is done. Woohoo, I'm so tingly. Oh my gosh, beautiful beings. So, thank you so much for being here. So grateful to share space with you. And then I will be getting in touch soon and looking forward to connecting soon. So, be well, be well, be well. Thank you so much, everyone. Have a good night.